Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Chuck, and I got a wonderful surprise in the mail today. It's from the Transformers Collectors Club figure subscription service, Figure 2, and as we knew from a overseas leak about a month ago, it's Slipstream. Slipstream uses the first edition Starscream mold with a new head. We, of course, will take a closer look at the new head in just a moment, but these are the colors of this figure. Now, apparently, Slipstream is based on an animated universe character who is a feminine clone of that universe's Starscream. Well, I mean, I generally don't like to assign gender roles to my Transformers, but whatever. This is straight up, straight down, first edition Starscream. So if you like the mold, you're going to be thrilled, just like I am. If you didn't like it, well, there's not much I can do for you. It does come with the tri-pronged, super soft rubber tipped missiles that can peg on the arms. Same articulation, double, jointed here. There's that inward swivel at the forearm, so you can, bring it in and do the whole, little scratchy the chin type of thing. It's all pin and socket and ball joints, which pop off, and that was the first time I ever did that. Moving down, hip, deep knee bend, and I almost forgot, and a lot of people tend to forget, these little fins right here at the back of the leg that you just flip out. They're not shown in the instructions. And a rotation at the ball joint. There is a waist joint, but if you remember, it's more so for transformation because it really just springs back into place with that nice, satisfying click. I am excited for this figure, believe it or not. I mean, even though I'm mulling the whole figure subscription service for a friend, I am glad that this was included because this is a great figure. Now, let's take a look at that new head sculpt. And here it is. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this head sculpt is pure Derek J. White. It's based on his designs for a character that I don't think showed up in the animated cartoon. I may be wrong. I never watched it. But yeah, that's a really cool head sculpt. And even though it's an animated style, it works well on this non-animated body. And I think a lot of that has to do with the nature of Transformers Prime Starscream. And, that this body is very thin and, smooth to begin with. But, and just a quick look, here's some of the other coloring, that nice... It's a little darker lavender, but it's not really purple. But then you have that great, not seafoam green, but like a turquoise green, and that just continues down the legs. And there's the black accents for those knee pads. Really is a good-looking figure. Now let's look at the transformation. I have to say, this mold, first edition Starscream's mold, is a joy to transform, going from robot to vehicle or vehicle to robot. And there's not that many Transformers you can say that about. Start, let's just go ahead, make life easy, remove the missiles. Second, fold down the knee pads into the legs, and then come around and just fold in those rear fins. Don't forget those are there. They really do add a little to the character. Next, let's go ahead and just work on the arms. You can just go ahead, flip in the wrists. They are on that double joint. Fold out the tail fins, just like so. Go ahead, and then this is the trick part. Collapse the arm in on that double joint, and then rotate it around. So basically, that you can see that open groove where the pin is flush with that shoulder pad. You're going to repeat the steps for this other arm, just like so. Like I said, the toughest part is because that joint tends to be a little tight, and when you're pulling it out, make sure you extend it all the way. It is nice that you can see how far that pin joint goes. Next, we're going to come around the back here. Go ahead and pull back on the thruster here. You just want to flip this all out, just like so. Go ahead, flip up the tail section. That will peg together quite nicely. Now on my figure, it was a little bit of a pain to open. What we're going to do is, for the booster there, I just flipped it back and rotated it around. Next, what you want to do, come back around here, grab the head, detach it from the torso. You can spread the wings out a little, get them out of the way. Unpeg that whole back section so that now you have this rather open mess. Doing so, you want to bring the torso back if you haven't already. Tuck the head in right there. It's going to close. Everything's going to close back up. And then what you're going to do is go back to the arms and then proceed to fold them around the head, just like so. Well, not the head, but around the torso where the head was. And then you're going to proceed to bring the thrusters and tail fin section up, and that's going to peg in to the. They're going to peg in to the arms. Just like that. I think you might make it a little easier if you rotate the head around. Not sure about that, but yep. You can then go ahead, if you so desire, and fold the wings up. They'll peg into the sides of the shoulders, just like so. Next, what you want to do is, and this is a real cool part of the transformation, rotate the waist around so that it'll form the cockpit. Very nice. It clicks right into place. And then with the legs, you want to go ahead, close up the feet if you haven't already. Unpeg the waist from the nose cone. Rotate that around. And then you're going to fold it back and peg it in to a set of pegs underneath the main fuselage. And then bring the legs back, and they will peg into two places on the thrusters and the main fuselage, just like that. And bring everything in. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Final step is you can go ahead and peg the missiles on. I should mention that they do come attached in the box. It's just that because of the foam, it'll grip it and pull it off. And there you have Slipstream transformed into its vehicle mode. And I have to say, this is a really cool vehicle mode. Much of the same colors are shown. You do have now a little bit more of the gray showing up from the shoulder and wing area. But yeah, it works, and this has always been a really cool jet mode. I know some people had a question of the kibble, but I'll be honest with you, it's really just the legs. You do have some molded in landing gear where my fingers are. It's part of the robot, but yeah, you just, there you go. I can highly recommend this. In fact, I think I can recommend this figure more than Scourge. So, if there's any extras that will go up on the club website or from various dealers like Big Bad Toy Store, go ahead and pick it up. I would say around the $35, $40, maybe $45 range will be pretty good. I mean, if you don't have a first edition Starscream, this will be all new to you. But if you have a first edition Starscream, you kind of know what you're getting. I mean, all it is a new head, but it's a great mold. So this is your old pal Chuck for Slipstream. We'll see you next time.